Hey guys, what's up? It is Nathan here, and I'm coming to you from my dorm room to bring you a review of a blaster that I am actually really excited for. I got my hands on it at FoamCon 2022, and now finally, a few weeks after it launched, I have it. So with that being said, today we're going to be taking a look at the Dart Zone Vulcanator. So yeah, the Dart Zone Vulcanator. It came out this year. I got my hands on it at FoamCon, like I said, and it is a really cool blaster. But what you get in the box is you get the blaster itself, as well as the removable stock, a scope, two 12-round magazines, and 24 standard Adventure Force chili darts. And so it is really nice. It takes 6 AA's, which isn't terrible. It's a fairly light blaster, and it's very nice, and it's thick. It's girthy, as PDK would say. And it is very, I mean, it has 2 mag wells and basically two pushers. So, I mean, it makes sense. The grip is incredibly comfortable, the stock is incredibly comfortable, but like I said, you can remove it to put on any in-strike stocks you want, which is awesome. The grip is the front grip is very comfortable as well. It's got a rev trigger and it's full auto only. Now, a couple of the questions that I've been seeing a lot are, is this just a redone kind of version of like the Rhino Fire? And I would say no, because the Rhino Fire is massive and you really don't get the utility on the Rhino Fire that comes from having 2 magazines, because there's an internal lock that prevents you from taking one of the mags out as you still have one loaded or firing, and you're able to reload the other one, except you can't do that with the Rhino Fire. You can do that with this one. It also has typical Dart Zone velocity in terms of just like, it's, I don't know, 80s about that, which is good, especially for a stock blaster. This is really well performing. It performs along the same lines as the Spectrum in my experience, but it is very nice. It actually doesn't have any internal locks other than a trigger lock, so I can't pull the rev trigger, or I can't pull the standard trigger when the rev trigger is not pressed down. But as soon as I press it, forgot there was a mag loaded. One sec. That was concerning. So it also had an issue. A lot of people had an issue with these sections popping off, which is fair. That was an issue, but little super glue would fix that just fine. And it's very nice to have in terms of like, it's a very comfortable platform, and it also has a really good rate of fire, along with a decent velocity. So it definitely is not a bad rate of fire by any means. My tripod is swaying. It's definitely not a bad tripod, or it's definitely not a bad rate of fire by any means, and it has pretty good velocity. The cool thing about this is I have tested this, and you can actually remove one of the magazines and you can still be firing as you're reloading, which is really cool, and that's what the Rhino Fire should have done. This is in a more comfortable, more usable form factor as well. But it's really cool, and you can use any manner of magazines in it. From what I've heard and tested, you can actually use the 50-round drum mags. I do not own 50-round drum mags, but I've seen it done already. You can use 25s, you can use 35s, you can use 18s, both the drum and the stick mags. You can use any manner of those magazines. I want to see 2 10-round banana mags in this, honestly, because I think that would look pretty cool. Same thing with the 22-round worker banana mags. But this is really cool. I have no idea really how it works. I haven't seen any internal pictures on this yet, but it's super cool. It's very comfortable, which is, I think, my favorite part about it. It's very comfortable, utilitarian, and it just looks really neat. I mean, one of the questions I had, obviously, was the Rhino Fire bit, and I don't think this is a different, I think this is way different from Rhino Fire, and way better, honestly, because it's in a more usable form factor, doesn't have the locks, has better performance, and it's lighter because it only runs on 6 AA's. And then the other question I had was, is this just like a Burton LMR-esque thing? And honestly, yeah, it is. It's much shorter than a Burton LMR. I will try and put up a picture of a Burton LMR right. Sorry, had to stop the camera for a bit. So what was I saying about this? Is it a Burton LMR? Kind of, because other than the fact that it's significantly shorter than a Burton LMR, I will try and put up a picture right here of the Burton LMR. It was like America's first assault rifle. It's long. It was the Burton model 1917, and it was meant to be mounted in a biplane. And it had the same kind of top-loading magazine thing, except only one could be fired at a time. That also inspired Qualcomm's Paradigm Shift, which was also something I thought of when I saw this. So my first reaction was, oh, a better Rhino Fire. My second reaction was, it looks like a Burton LMR. And I'm sure someone's going to do a cosmetic mod on it to make it look like a Burton LMR. I want to see that. That'd be really cool. DM me, because those are really awesome. But I think this is one of my favorite full auto blasters that has come out recently. In terms of just like, it's really usable, and it has that functionality of basically being able to reload as you're firing, or even just pointed it at somebody, which is really cool. And I think this is going to be a terrific HVZ blaster, because you just take this off and you can like put like 18s in here, and you could have like a really usable like heavy blaster that you can carry around. And I know I've seen Qualcomm's Vulcanator already have a pair of 50-round drums, and I don't have 50-round drums. If you want to send me 50-round drums, feel free to send me 50-round drums, but I don't have any 50-round drums. I have 25s, I have 30s, I have 35s, I have 18s, but I do not have 50-round drums, which is the same, which is a shame, because not only do I want some for these, I also want one for my Infinus, because that's neat. But this is a really awesome blaster, and it can also be fairly compact. You could use two, for God's sakes, you could use 2 of these with 50-round drums, or even like 25-round drums. Just use 2 of them, and just like that's a whole nother level of firepower, dude. This is awesome, and that's just with normal darts. That's like 2 of these with 50-round drums in each one. That's like Prometheus levels of firepower, but with normal darts, and you can point at 2 different directions, which is pretty cool, and I really want to see that happen. But other than that, there's really nothing much else to say about this blaster, because it's a pretty simple blaster to review, but it is a very cool blaster. It costs about $30, I believe, normally, but I got it on sale from Target for $25, and so this is so cool, and I really enjoy this, and I'm probably going to be bringing it to an upcoming war that I'm going to. So because I want to get some cool footage, hopefully, of me using this. I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm bad at war footage, but anyway. With that being said, I would like to thank you all very much for watching this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment what you think of the Vulcanator. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you think it's a Burton? Do you think it's a better Rhino Fire? Do you think it's a worse Rhino Fire? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see all of you guys later. Bye.